Hello friends, welcome to Bible Bites Daily. Today we have reached Judges chapter 3. We encounter a divine dance of grace and redemption in this chapter. Israelites dwelling in the promised land, yet facing a cycle of disobedience and deliverance. We have seen in the previous chapter that the faith and the promise, if not carried forward to the generations, there will be disobedience because they haven't seen what God has done to them. So there will be disobedience. So it is important to carry forward the faith that we have in God. So here in this situation, the Israelites, having settled in the promised land, began to stray away from God's commands. What do you mean by stray away? So the parents or the grandparents of these Israelites, they know what God has done to them through Moses. They believe in what God has promised them. Now, this new generation doesn't know what God is capable of. So, they are worshipping other idols. They are straying away from God's obedience. They find themselves oppressed by foreign nations. But God, in His boundless grace, raises up judges, deliverers, to rescue them from the consequences of their actions. The lesson within the chapter is clear. God's grace knows no bounds. When He gives without bounds. Despite the Israelites' repeated rebellion, God's mercy prevails. Even though Israelites have defied God in multiple times, in multiple ways, He still showed His mercy on them. The cycle of disobedience and deliverance becomes a testament to the enduring nature of God's love, a love that extends beyond our shortcomings. The judges appointed by God become instruments of redemption. Their stories echo the overarching theme of grace, illustrating how God uses flawed individuals to bring about deliverance. Whether it's Othniel, Ithod, or Shamgar, each judge becomes a vessel of God's boundless grace. Dear friends, this chapter beckons us to reflect on our own cycles of disobedience. Are we like the Israelites, prone to wander from God's path? Every day, every minute, every hour, we are tempted to go do something else than what God has told us to do. Every hour, every minute, there will be a temptation. There will be another misleading way that takes away from our chosen path. But the chapter speaks not only of our shortcomings, but more importantly of God's unwavering grace that seeks to rescue us time and again. May this narrative inspire our deep gratitude for the boundless grace of our Heavenly Judge. In times of disobedience, let us turn our hearts back to Him, knowing that His love extends beyond our failures. Embrace the truth that through the redeeming work of Jesus Christ, God's grace is more than sufficient to lift us from the consequences of our actions. Thank you for joining us today. May God bless you all in abundance.